Warriors, this is going to be an interesting rest of the year. It's going to be one of those I told you so end of the years, I guess, with all those people in the last year have talked about, when I talk about Bitcoin or cryptocurrency, they look at me cross-eyed and say, that stuff's fake. You got to be careful. Well, this is not what the video is about. I'll go deeper in a video this week. But I don't know if you heard, PayPal announced within 2 weeks they're going to be allowing you to buy and sell cryptocurrency, Bitcoin, Litecoin, and Ethereum. Invested in both of those and two of those. So I don't know what else to say, but it's a freight train. It's an absolute freight train. You're either on the freight train or you're going to get ran over by it. But my name is Coach JB. I am the top health and mindset coach in the world. What you believe in your heart, you think in your mind will eventually become your words and become your reality. A couple ways you can connect with me. The Coach JB podcast. I have a motivation podcast every single day. It's on iTunes, Libsyn, Stitcher, Spotify. If you go to Spotify, type in motivation, one of the top 10 podcasts in the world, which is very, very exciting out there. What else? Make sure you like, subscribe, comment, hit the notification button, but let's just jump right into it. So I'm not here to talk about PayPal or say I told you so, and nor is that the type of person I am. I'm just trying to share and document my journey to generational wealth and give you information so you can make informed decisions. I am not a financial advisor. None of this is financial advice. I'm just documenting my own journey here on YouTube and with my Warrior Academy, my private Warrior Academy, and sharing information with people so they can make informed decisions. It took me a while to start sharing this information because I felt that it would, exactly, like when people would say, oh, you're full of crap, blah, 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 blah. And so I'm like, you know what? Those who have, I love Jesus and the path of the life of Jesus, right? I'm non-religious. I love the Bible and I love Jesus. Jesus says, those who have ears to hear will hear. So I prayed about it and here we are. I'm just going to share this information. If anything in here is wrong or incorrect or you feel it's incorrect, then comment below and share your knowledge. Say what you mean, but don't say it mean. Let's learn and grow together. I am not the end-all be-all. I am not the master knowledge guy. I'm no guru. I'm just somebody who researches non-stop. I also have a banking background. I went to executive banking school, CBA executive banking school. I was in the retail bank environment. I know banking at a deep level, and I also have been studying the other side, the Federal Reserve, and how they just print money non-stop. And here's the conclusions I come up with. Now, this is news that you can see, but you're looking this way at the narrative, and all this stuff is happening right now. In October, right now, is the fiscal year for banking. So the fiscal year for banking, just like our January 1st, when we celebrate New Year's, the New Year starts for financial in October. So what's going on right now? The IMF, International Monetary Fund, is meeting. Okay, they're talking about digital currency. They're talking about impoverished countries and resetting or restructuring their debt, not to speak out of school, restructuring their debt because they're so impoverished that they can't even get the money out of their countries because it's too expensive, narrative, too expensive to get out of their countries. We need a superhero, which I'm going to talk about at the end of this video. Stay all the way till the end. Comment below who you think the superhero is going to be. I have a little hint over here. Hint, hint, and I'll share that who I think is going to be the superhero, okay? They also can't even pay their minimum payments on their debt. We are in a really tough economic position, not only in America, but globally for once. We're going through this together in history. So if we're going through this together in history as a globe, there needs to be a great reset. And Warriors, I don't care how much you say, it's a freight train. You're either on it or you're going to get run over by it. Well, there's some big things happening right now. So Bank of America said this: Fed will use a digital dollar, which is coming, your stimulus check is going to be on a digital dollar, to unleash inflation, UBI, and debt forgiveness. Man. So how does that work? Where does debt forgiveness come in? Think about this. Why do they say debt for? So why would they give us money and then forgive debt? Okay. Now I'm not saying they're going to forgive they're going to probably forgive the bank debt, right? The bank's debts. So banks right now are in a really tough position. And banks aren't going to lose their position, right? They're going to fight. They're a for-profit company. So they're going to fight tooth and nail to keep their position. They're going to get into the cryptocurrency. They are able to custody cryptocurrency. Okay, so cryptocurrency is here, guys. Those of you who say it's a fraud, those of you who say it's a bunch of bullshit, excuse my language. I don't know if I can say that on YouTube. I don't think I can say that. But anyways, I'm sorry, YouTube. Those of you who think it's a fraud, it's going to be on your PayPal account in about 2 weeks, and you're going to be like, oh my goodness. People are going to be, I'm getting ready to buy a used car coming up real quick, and I'm going to be negotiating with cryptocurrency. I'm going to say, hey, listen, I'll pay you in Bitcoin if you give me 1,000 left. Anyways, I'm not here to sell you on whether it's real or not. I'm just here to give you information, okay? So Bank of America, okay? This is really important. When we recently described the upcoming unprecedented monetary overhaul, reset, monetary overhaul, which will come in the form of a Fed sending out digital dollars directly to each America. We explain that, absent a massive burst of inflation in the coming years, which inflates way the hundreds of trillions in federal debt. The debt tsunami that is coming would mean the end of American way of life as we know it. And to that, the Fed is now finalizing the last steps of the process that revolutionizes the entire fiat money system, launching digital dollars which effectively remove commercial banks as financial intermediaries, okay? As they will allow the Fed itself to make direct deposit into American digital wallets, in the process enabling truly universal basic income while also making Congress and the entire legislative branch redundant and handful of technocrats quietly taking over the United States. Okay, I'll let you do your own research on this. Just look up Bank of America. Fed will use digital dollars to unleash inflation. Are you noticing that things are getting more expensive? That is a fact. Inflation is starting right now. Jerome Powell, I did a video on this. Jerome Powell talked about that we're moving to a adjustable inflation rate as long as we stay within 2% in a certain amount of time. Well, they're going to jack up inflation, guys. They're going to jack up inflation. Okay, so let's go over some timelines here. So I'm going to go over this real quick. Okay, so think about this, Warriors. Okay, hear me out. When I say March 2008, what do you remember? What do you remember? The housing crash. It was a massive, massive crash in America. They didn't fix it, Warriors. They just put a big ass Band-Aid on it. And guess what? The Band-Aid's getting ripped off right now. And the only way we can switch is go to a digital dollar, reset the economy, and start over brand new. And that's what's happening, Warriors. Come back to this video in about 6 months from now and comment, okay? March 8th, Bear Stearns event. The first use of Fed emergency lending power since 1936. What was around 1936, guys? The Great Depression. We detached from the gold standard in 1971, and we started printing money like it was making it rain, okay? That's when the whole fraud started. September 08, Lehman event. Fed backstops money market, acquires one of the largest insurance companies in the world. They bought insurance. Interesting. Do you know what insurance does? November 08, Fed Q, you see the QE1, purchases Treasury, MBS, Fannie Mae, and Freddie Mac debt. November 10, Fed QE2 purchases more Treasuries. What they're doing is this is band-aiding the system to make you think the economy is growing, guys. November 2011, Fed Operation Twist. First attempt to yield curve control. They were trying to control the out-of-control car. It was heading for a tree, okay? July 2012, ECB starts buying Euro area sovereign debt. December 12th, Fed QE3, open-ended purchases of Treasuries and MBS. Guys, this is crazy. This isn't just happening overnight. This has been happening since '08. It's been happening since we detached from the gold standard, in my opinion. Just my opinion. Not a financial advisor, not financial advice. June 2014, ECB takes policy rates negative. January 2016, BOJ takes policy rates negative. September 16, BOJ introduces yield curve control. March 2020, Fed QE, ECB, BOJ, central banks buying 1.5 billion in assets per hour. Let me read that again. March 2020, Fed QE4, ECB, BOJ, central banks buying 1.5 billion in assets per hour. But the stock market is at an all-time high. Our GDP is worse than it's ever been. Unemployment's worse than it's ever been. Our debt's worse than it's ever been. Why is the stock market pumping? Getting it? March 2020, Feds use emergency powers and unprecedented lending to individuals, corporations, and municipalities. October 20th, global central banks balance sheets 23. Is that trillion? Is that what TN means? Trillion? Yep, I'm sure it is. Yep, trillion. October 20th, negative yield, global debt, 17 trillion. I think I'm doing that incorrect. I don't know what the T, I think that's trillion. But do you see what I'm handing out to you guys right here? This is from the sources, Bank of America, Global Investment Strategy, Federal Reserve, ECB, and BOJ. Okay, you can look up all those names. Do you see? Do you see where we're heading, Warriors? Do you see where we're heading? So Bank of America is announcing this. The narrative is there. PayPal is going to start selling, having you do Bitcoin, Litecoin, and Ethereum. Heavily invested in Bitcoin and Ethereum. Not heavily invested in Bitcoin. Ethereum, yes. Bitcoin, it's $13,000 for one Bitcoin. You can buy one Bitcoin though, or a fraction of a Bitcoin, Satoshi. You guys, you can't. The narrative is you can't say Bitcoin is a fraud anymore. You just can't. You just can't, Warriors. Okay, so let's go a little bit deeper down this rabbit hole. Now, remember when I did the video before, let's go to, so if you don't believe me, let's go to the congress.gov, okay, your government that you believe in. So Bank for All Act, and we talked about this, guys. What did I just say? Let's go back here really quickly. We talk about unprecedented monetary overhaul. The Fed will be sending out digital dollars directly to each Americans on a digital wallet. Now, what is this, Warriors? The Banking for All Act. Okay, let me get to the right spot here. The term digital dollars means dollar balances consisting of digital ledger entries recorded as liabilities in the account for the Federal Reserve Bank. Digital dollar wallets. Oh my gosh. The term, sorry to be facetious, I'm just trying to get under your guys' skin to get you to activate. Digital dollar wallet means digital wallet or account maintained by federal bank on behalf of any person in the purpose of holding your digital balances. I'll stop right there, guys. This is Banking for All Act S3571. This was on the committee meeting was 6/30/2020. Okay. All right, guys. So where are we heading? Where do I think we're going? So what is Ripple? What is XRP? Okay, Ripple XRP is a digital currency. It's one I'm heavily invested in. I feel like a good stake in this, and this is what I've been focused on. So there's what is Ripple? Ripple, the company, has XRP, the coin. It is real-time cross-border payments for banks. Okay, this Ripple, in my opinion, is going to be the bridge currency for the world. In my heart of hearts, soul, I feel it. New revenue, lower cost, consistent experience, one integration point. It's unbelievable, guys. It's unbelievable. Let me find out. I should have been ready for this, guys. MoneyGram, PNC. I mean, think about that. MoneyGram, American Express. These are people who they're already partnering with, guys. There's over 300 banks on the RippleNet system. XRP is going to the bridge currency for the world. I'm not telling you to go to invest in XRP. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not paid by XRP. There's no benefit for me for you going to invest in XRP. What I'm working to teach you, Warriors, what I'm working to teach you guys, let's check this one. This just happens to be up on my computer here. This was in 2016. Rothschild family dumps US dollar for gold and other currencies like Bitcoin. It is said that the Rothschilds this is in 2016. Rothschilds, you guys know who the Rothschilds are? Family dumps US dollars for gold and other cryptocurrencies. That's another video I'm going to be doing, guys. So I'm just here to inform you. I'm here to share information that you have the right to. All this information is right here in front of you. But I want to ask you a question. How protected do you feel? I'm a warrior coach. A warrior coach teaches people to protect their family, mind, body, immunity, and generational wealth building. I'm not here to tell you to go invest in cryptocurrency. What I'm here to tell you is that the narrative you're being sold is not the narrative that's happening, Warriors. When you're looking over this way and we're buying toilet paper, there's a lot of stuff happening this way. The uncommon 1%, the Warriors, watch what the billionaires do, not what they say. So hopefully this information helps you guys. Hopefully I jolted you a little bit. Just do your research. We have what's called a smartphone, guys. Go beyond the news. Go beyond. You have this YouTube that you can go down any rabbit hole you want. You can look up, think about this. When we were growing up, when I was growing up in the 80s, I had to go to microfiche, not that I would do this, but I had to go to I would have to go to the actual Congress and I would have to go get these executive orders. I can actually look them up online now. You don't have to go to the library and look up a microfiche anymore. But we don't use it. We've gotten all this ability to look at stuff as quick as we can. Why do you think you're distracted so much? To keep you away from looking at the things that could change your life. That's why the 1% own almost all the wealth. So you can become the uncommon 1%, but it's not easy, Warriors. It takes discipline. It takes not living for the world, but living knowing the world is inside of you, knowing that you have the ability to accomplish great things. That when you go tell somebody something new, a new frontier, they're going to tell you you're crazy. Well, the way I picture it in the digital age and the digital currency for me and my Warriors that are following this is think about in the Great Depression when we moved to the industrial age. They were moving from horse and buggy to the industrial age. And there was these guys like Henry Ford, Harley Davidson that were building cars and motorcycles. And there was a group of people saying, hey, I'm going to get into gas and oil. There's going to need to be gas and oil in those cars. And people are like, you're crazy. Nobody's going to use gas and oil. We're going to be in our horse and buggy forever. We're going to be walking to the store. Cars are so expensive, but Henry Ford created an affordable car. Wasn't the prettiest car, but was a genius. And those people are the people that control our world economy, the richest people in the world. There's going to be a shift in generational wealth. Look at me right now. There's going to be the biggest shift in generational wealth in history right now, and you're asleep to it. I'm just going to leave it at that, Warriors. I'm going to keep doing these videos. People seem to like them. Not a financial advisor. None of it's financial advice. Just documenting my journey to generational wealth. And I'm just bold enough to come out here and say it. So I'm not afraid of people saying I'm wrong because I know in my heart, I believe in one person, God. And that's the only person I fear is God. That's it. I have no fear other than God and not being able to eat and work out on a daily basis. Love you guys so much. Warriors, rise. Let's